Lost jobs because of coronavirus stories. According to Reddit. Number 20. I'm a housekeeper at a hotel. Last week they cut our hours from 40 hours to 32. I was just informed that tomorrow they are shutting down the hotel. Front desk, sales team, bartenders are being laid off for the time being. Housekeeping will now work 24 hours a week for 2 weeks to deep clean the hotel, but who knows after that? You imagine being a housekeeper at this time and knowing that you gotta get inside to deep cleanse, Mr. Clean style. It's not a joke. It's real. Someone says, I'm a housekeeper in Maine. I found out Thursday that I am being laid off indefinitely. Thursday I had a job, Friday I did not. In 1 week I lost both my jobs. I also work at a university as well as a hotel. I had to move out of my apartment. I cannot pay my $800 rent. The landlord will not help. And had to switch to online learning as music major. No way in hell with this work. It's 4 in the morning. I woke up from a nightmare and woke up in a nightmare. And that's the way the world works, baby. It's pretty effed up. But that's the way the world works. It's a true tragedy, man. My heart goes out to anybody dealing with this kind of pressure right now. You know, it's not just like a song that Vanilla Ice can repurpose. You see what I'm saying? Sorry, every time I say purpose, I think of porpoise, which of course puts that dolphin back in my head. But let's not talk about that now. Number 19. My husband got laid off on Tuesday. He works about 3 minutes down the road from my work. He showed up at my job in tears, apologizing for or not doing good enough to be kept. He works at a car dealership as an auto technician, where they let go of 4 technicians that day because of decreasing sales or business. They're letting go of more people on Saturday. My brother is a mechanic there and is scared to lose his job too. They told my husband that when business picks back up, they might call him and ask him to come work for them again. Thankfully, I work in the lab of a hospital, so my job is pretty secure. Secure in one way, but not in another. A waka waka. You work at a hospital during a virus pandemic. Sorry, I keep telling my husband that we'll get through it, but I know it's taking a toll. Guys, within 1 week, this virus is not going to have the same hilarious, oh my god, I'm not going to let this virus get in the way of me going out and living my life type of vibe from, you know, old and stupid young people alike. It's pretty incredible, isn't it? You know? But again, people really need things in their face before they'll admit that maybe the way that they've been looking at things is not as informed as it could have been. You know, some of us can afford to live the better safe than sorry life, but some people are going to live out the stupid does, you know, saying like it's their mantra. Ariana says, my mom is a housekeeper, and this week all the housekeepers at her job only had 1 day of work. Jerry asked, is your favorite type of Pop-Tart brown cinnamon? This is the second time you've asked this, and I answered it the last time. I assume you didn't hear it, so I'll just say, for the sake of being concise, yes. Why not? Brown sugar cinnamon. As we continue up this list, here we are at number 18. I'm a nurse. I had a kidney transplant 7 months ago, returned to work 4 months ago, left work on Monday, and haven't been back since. A paycheck isn't worth risking my best friend's gift. Guys, by the way, I see some comments occasionally from people that I consider to have a couple of brain cells saying that I should read the edits all the time. You know why I don't read the edits? Allow me to read this edit right now. My first gold? ? For staying home from work? LOL. Thank you, kind neighbors and friends. Anybody else, please donate instead. My wife, the real badass nurse, because she is currently working L&D, and I love donating to animal charities, and we, my fist, it's manifested on my hand. This is supposed to be an open hand, a palm extending so that people know that, they can take my hand and jump up if they need a little bit of help. The safety is what they should be feeling when looking at this hand, but it's a fist right now. Why is that? My nigga edited it again. What? People flinch when they receive attention because they're bitch made. Do you get what I'm saying? These are the types of people you need to watch and, make sure they don't get too close. This is whack. Shit like this kills me inside. Got nothing against these people, but there's a reason I don't read half of the edits sometimes. It's because these people are like, they change. And if this was enough, you have to fucking wonder. If somebody clicking like a button on their freaking post enough times was enough to just make them, wow, I've never had this kind of attention before. Rest in peace, my inbox. What the fuck? If this is what they would, show that they're a bitch about, bruh, you have to wonder just how bad some people would get if they're famous. Trust me, I love drama out of some assholes as much as the next guy, but the thing that nobody typically admits is that if anybody else were in the position where they made as much money, they got as much fame, they had as much overnight, attention as some of these people, shit, they would burn the world down. They would be sexually available for anything that I'm talking, anything that made, because some people, when they're not receiving attention, when they're not living a life of any kind of luxury, they have no restrictions. They have no restraint. Damn, Silver Fox. Damn. This girl just trying to shut me up. I love it, Silver Fox. Does she have gray hair? Because that's what some women with gray hair are called. Silver Fox. You've gone above and beyond, Silver Fox. And I appreciate that. And I'm done making it seem like you're a woman, okay? Because that's rude of me. You, Fox, might as well be an actual fox for all it matters, okay? Yo, Fox, you just said I'm still a guy, but does that mean that A, I've called you a woman in the past, for which I apologize? B, do you not want to be a man anymore, but you haven't become that yet? I'm so sorry if you are a normal hetero guy, but I have to be honest, your default, because of the size, kind of looks feminine, and I don't think that's rude to say. You're a pretty boy based on the default. You could be like in a band. You could be the lead singer in a band based on that default, man. Because looking at it, it's like, is that a woman?
That's a dude.
I know it's a dude.
No, I'm looking at the picture and I don't see how...
Okay, in the default, it doesn't look kinda pretty.
She's a pretty man, I'll agree.
Bruh, it's a little
Maybe
more...
because of my phone.
What is it, just the hair? It's just the length of the hair, maybe.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think the angle makes him look a little soft. Feature-wise. I've seen women that look rougher than this dude. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Bruh, Dia, I didn't bring it up for discussion. I'm letting you know. This is the way that I see things, and it's not like I'm just some dude. Like, I've spent a couple of years photographing people. I'm letting you know this person is soft in appearance,
No one is disagreeing.
Okay, there it is.
It's a man.
Yeah, well, I'm glad for you. It was immediately apparent that it's a man, you know what I mean? But I'm saying, based on this little default, bruh, pretty boy, but woman looking. And he says, you've called me a woman before, but I find it hilarious. I used to play, ooh, you used to play drums in a couple of bands. Not bad, not bad. Percussion, huh? Typical. A few bands. I have to wonder what happened. You know, I've heard from a lot of friends who play in orchestras and all of their shit got shut down, baby. Imagine, like, as a job, you just have to work in a group of people. So as soon as anything like, I don't know, this kind of caliber occurs, y'all gotta shut it all down, baby. Y'all gotta shut it all down. I don't know if you guys know anybody in like ensembles, be they like voice or music, but holy shit, they're done. Silver Fox says, I blame my Native American heritage for my younger looking features. Did you start like graying your hair as kind of like a thing for you, or did it go gray early? Because I'm certain that your name is inspired by the fact that that's, you know, the hair color you go for. Forgive me. Continuing. How did I end up bringing up, because you said you played. So I was thinking about the people that were talking to me about how their fucking orchestra shut down. That sucks. But everything's shutting down, you know what I mean? It's not like anybody's, I want to say, receiving preference. Because even if they could stay open, who would they play to? Because people aren't coming out. They shouldn't be congregating like that. Number 17 says, my job as a barista was shut down for safety and because nobody is coming in anyway. Well, there you go. That's exactly what I'm just saying. My summer job teaching kids how to swim at a sleepaway camp is canceled because the camp decided not to open. While I'm not in danger of losing my job, housing, or starving, I am now unable to afford to continue going to college next semester. And guys, please don't let it seem like I'm roasting any and everybody that I immediately mention. But just to give a shout out to the niggas that are leaving comments talking about, hey, you should read the edits. Let me read the first comment, the first sentence of this edit. Somebody gave me gold. Well, goddamn, this dude's life must have changed. I don't actually know what that means since I'm new to Reddit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why do they give these cats the ability to edit their message? You know? It just shows you. Oh, actually, now that I have attention, I would like to. What? No. How about you not be a bitch, though? How about you not be a bitch? Because if I honestly were to put this in perspective, to me, it's like Lucas making Star Wars and then editing it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, actually, not as popular. I wanted to put this in here. And there's a difference between like making something better, you know, objectively, like as far as everybody's concerned, like you're upping the quality, maybe you're remastering it, and then there's less just unnecessary tweaks that doesn't really add anything. You're just you're injecting that for no reason. Like, nigga, you make some money, you get some attention, do better in the future. You know, if somebody receives recognition for something, they should use that recognition to own and develop what maybe got that attention, so that in the future they can please or, you know, I don't know, do better. In the context of a movie, say you can put out a movie and you make money, make another movie that's better. Since you have a bigger budget or whatever, you've received a certain amount of criticism, or maybe you even have a better understanding of what people like based on their reaction to your first movie. Don't go edit the first one. What the fuck, bruh? And people in the comment talk about, hey, Kyle, you should read edits, bitch. I've been reading these Reddit lists for enough years to know, bruh, edits will help you hate everyone who's written anything on this website. But honestly, it's amusing to me to the point where I honestly do want to start reading the edits to make whoever suggested it feel genuinely stupid. So, you know, I started this saying I'm not trying to like roast anybody, but what's wrong with you? You know what I mean? There are times where there is an edit that is a contribution, and I kind of glance over that. I'm usually 5 sentences ahead. It's why I come off sounding dyslexic all the time. But when I see these edits typically, and it starts with, oh my God, I would like to, my brain's like, keep going, So thank you, Silver Fox. He says, I got extremely drunk one night. My sister and I lifted my hair. And then the next day, we had to decide on a color when I was sober. So I went with silver because of how well it complemented my skin. Now, no homo. But of course, this is a thing that typical men would not, I want to say, consider is how well a hair color is going to complement their skin. They just dye what the fuck ever. You know what I mean? But pretty boy over here, you know what time it is. He was all like, well, listen. Look at the contrast with that color right there. Number 15. I work at a Hyatt, which is a hotel in America for those overseas. I was hired as an intern fresh out of college for a year. Most of Hyatt's interns were actually internationals from Europe. Hyatt paid us minimum wage, which is crazy once you learn how expensive New York City is. 2 months ago, they recently hired a guy from the Netherlands, and just 2 weeks ago, another girl, also from the Netherlands, had to move to New York City for the internship and had moved to her apartment just last week. Okay. 2 days ago, HR calls us for a meeting and said effective Monday, we were no longer employed at Hyatt. Whoa. They refused to pay us any of our sick or personal days, which I had 7 days worth of. For the intern that had recently moved to New York City, HR basically said, you're on your own, not our problem. Something we can do to help. Nothing we can do to help. Shit out of luck. That's crazy. Being laid off is one thing, but having the HR director tell us that they were not intending on paying us, or personal days, sick days or personal days, was a slap in the face and a massive dick move. I had intended to work till Saturday, which was my last scheduled day. Since they were not paying my sick days, I just called off my last 3 days so that I can at least get 3 sick days paid. Sorry, I'm like struggling with this because I feel like the true tragedy of it all is that if you're upper, not even middle class or upper middle class, but if you're just above that bracket wise, you're getting bailed out because of Trump and all this bullshit. But if you're working class in a way where, I don't want to say it's paycheck to paycheck, but you're basically not doing well enough to have any wealth put away. And most people think they wealthy just because they got something in their saving account, but they're genuinely not. You feel me? These people that are wealthy can literally afford to kick back for a couple of years. They can have, people with wealth can have what we would refer to as almost like a trial retirement. Don't nobody that's out there working have real money like that. And in these situations, the tragedy to me, and this is why I'm struggling kind of getting through it, is just thinking about how even if they had a camera or a recording device and they could get the recordings of what some of these people are doing, which is highly fucking illegal, and these cases would be slam dunk cases because the world as we know it is coming to a halt. Who the fuck's gonna, that trial ain't, what lawyer can you find right now? Everybody is everything's on pause. It doesn't matter how fucked up they're being. And it's crazy because from the top down, we are seeing the institutionalization of almost martial fucking law. You know what I mean? Because rich people for a long time have done certain shit that is done with an air of, well, what the fuck are you gonna do about it? Because the only way that you can basically correct us or get any justice or stand up for yourself is if you have more money than me. And that's not gonna happen, right? So now in the situation where there have been laws that are put in place because they fucked over people in the past. There have been unions that have been established because people were fucked over in the past. Even that shit doesn't matter right now because the law is essentially on pause, my dude. Our entire infrastructure is finding itself on pause. So these companies out here are like, well, bitch, we're not going to pay you. take it up with whoever you can find to take it up with. Go sit in a lobby in a room full of a bunch of other people. And hopefully, just hopefully, you don't even make it back. You don't even make it. You'll have all these bills for your hospital. You won't even be able to afford a test if they can get you a test. But go sit in there. Go sit in the sick house. Oh my God. That's what's up with the country right now. It's almost something that you don't even want to think about. But then you'd be just like any other basic motherfucker that doesn't want to think about anything bad. I only want good news. It's saying that we care for people so that they can be their best. They really showed their true colors, and I would never work for hire or stay in any of their property for as long as I live. This is a person, edit, didn't expect this to blow up. Anyway, I'm not mad at this guy because he worked somewhere and he got fucking fired. I mean, a lot of these people have. But this dude is dropping their name. Normally with some people, you don't see them drop the name. Why? Because it can potentially harm their capacity for work in the future. You know, certain people, no matter how dirty they get done by certain corporations, they are never going to drop that name because they know that the possibility is that they can be found, they can be recognized, and their future potential for work can be harmed. But here, this dude been fucked so royally, and I wish that you guys could see certain things from the lenses I was seeing it through back when I was genuinely paying attention. Because the rich, the wealthy, even the celebrities, they're acting very different. And something's up. It's like animals in a horror movie. How they're like the first to know, and their behavior changes. And that's what should really, if you were an animal, your ears would stand the fuck up because you're like, why are they acting like that? You never seen them act like this. Something's wrong. Something's different. And the comedy is there are people in positions that have enough money and have enough intelligence to honestly just instruct people. But you know what I realize, and it's something that I've realized from a young age, it doesn't matter how right the answers that you have are if nobody listens. Everybody got a problem and you got the solution. It doesn't fucking matter if nobody listens. You could waste your breath, nigga. Or you could shut the fuck up. Conserve your energy. You could worry about yourself. Because it's one thing to try and fail because, you couldn't do enough or whatever. But when you try and other people aren't on deck, as far as just listening, they're not listening. Yo, what can you do? Kind of goes back to the whole you can't help somebody that don't want to help theirself bullshit. Boy, that's the world we live in. Number 14. Okay. My experience is pretty unique. In a nutshell, my wife and I live in New Zealand and had planned a 2-year working visa in Toronto. We were supposed to leave in April, so we had obviously already handed in our notices of resignation to our boss. Long story short, Canada shut its borders, and my boss has already hired my replacement. As a side note, they shut the borders on my birthday. Candy says, can you make BMO a little bigger? Sorry, I made it that size, obviously, for the Animal Crossing stream. I hope that that's a decent size for you. Let BMO's dance fill you with love and kindness, much like that exerted by Silver Fox. Slam dunk on that ass. Silver Fox is so manly and womanly that he's anything and everything that you want him to be forever. In the cosmic alignment that is this stream. Brett says, I'm a server. Oh my God, at a restaurant? I've been laid off until business returns to normal. That could potentially be indefinitely, as you know. And that sucks, my dude. How long ago since you guys... you know what? I don't know if you would follow them still if you were laid off. So I guess the better question is, when were you laid off? But do you know if they stayed open and how recently they may have shut their doors? Because some people stay in the fuck open, and that's pretty wild. Number 13, I'm a substitute teacher If you are aware, most schools are closing if they haven't already. Then that should explain why all substitutes are now effectively unemployed. It's unlikely that schools will be returning during this situation. So yeah, thousands of people are out of work just from that alone. Subs don't make salary, or any employee who is hourly or paid by the day now needs to scramble. People are saying that this person should file for unemployment. Yeah, good luck getting through some paperwork in the midst of all of this bullshit. But this person is saying that they should, you absolutely can and should file for unemployment. It may take some time with the influx of applications, but this situation is what the government services are for. Ooh, boy. A lot of people bend over this system and make it work for them, man. All I ever wanted is to be left alone. Call me paranoid, but there's a reason that you shouldn't trust so much of what's up. Number 12, I was laid off indefinitely from 2 different hourly paying line cooking jobs. This dude was a cook. Around 50 hours combined a week. I helped clean out one of the restaurants Wednesday. We discarded a lot of stuff. I helped clean out all of the coolers, throw away a lot of prepared food that people didn't or couldn't take home. Employees were encouraged to take what they wanted: produce, dairy, meat. The place is almost completely empty. It's surreal. Surreal. My spouse was laid off indefinitely on Wednesday. She managed a restaurant and is salaried with benefits. She also worked around 50 hours a week. She was told that management will not be paid until the place reopens. Our family currently has no work or income. We have a young child. These are very uncertain times. Here's hoping y'all are packing, dude. Who knows what could happen? People could get nuts. People could get aggressive and desperate. Be careful. I love you. Brett says, Monday we're doing... I'm guessing he was saying that he was laid off on Monday? The restaurant is open, but the dine-in is closed, so I don't need to be there. Dine-in, meaning they probably do a drive-through type fast food joint. In my state, we don't return to school till April. So you're told right now. This hasn't kicked in yet, Ariana. I don't think that's what people get. Last you heard you'll be coming back in April. But you're going to need this to kick in properly. There's still so many mutts running around spreading this thoroughly spreading it, because the symptoms do not immediately manifest. I don't think there's anything like this that people have imagined, let alone experienced. So the fact that it's going to be so thoroughly spread well before proper symptoms start to, it's going to be a couple days before niggas wake up coughing. You feel me? So we're getting there, though. We're getting there. And certain states are fucked. I hope you're not like deep in that city. I hope you're not like right in a hot spot where everybody's heading after they jump off the plane. You know what I mean? Them places, ooh wee. What a bucket of yikes. Adiana says, yeah, the return date keeps getting pushed back. Originally, it was late March. Just be mindful, watch through the lens that is your computer. Number 11. I haven't been laid off, but I answer for the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, and we are having so many calls where everyone is thinking about killing themselves because they've been laid off. It's absolutely awful. I have no answers for these people, and I wish I had the power to provide them. Well, I wish you all power listening to this right now. I believe in you. Dr. House says I have to go. Good night, everyone. Good night, Kyle. I love you, and thank you. I love you. I love everybody listening, and I hope that you guys can find the strength, no matter how weak or terrible weak you get or terrible this seems, you guys will be able to manage it. Number 10. Not me, but my wife has been told that basically we'll call you if we need you. And we don't really need anybody. Damn. She hasn't worked on a minute since the 13th, and my sister was a bartender at an arcade. So she's totally fucked. She's been laid off with the promise of reinstatement when they open. Ooh. Yeah. Number 9. Construction. The whole construction site was laid off. Fuck. And with the way things are going, the company owner thinks it'll be at least a year before they consider hiring me back? What the fuck? I started 3 months ago. About 50 people were affected just for this site. The company had several other sites that they laid employees off at too. I'm just lucky I'm still living with my parents, and dad works as an online IT dude for the general public, so he's nice and busy. Ooh, that's the dream job, baby. That is the dream. Online IT, huh? People will always be too stupid to properly use their computers. Number 8. If you are living in the UK, the majority of the supermarkets are on a recruitment drive with a fast turnaround of getting people in position. I know this isn't a story about losing a job, but hopefully this helps someone coming to this thread. I think the scariest thing about all of this is, like, some people have no choice but to die. It's like, be homeless and die, or work and die. Those are your choices. Those are some people's choices. It's fucked up. Oh my God. Number 7. I just lost it about an hour ago. I'm a restaurant manager, and they called me and told me that I needed to turn in my keys by the end of the day. I am in quarantine and cannot. They are sending me a UPS box so I can send in my keys, and told me to file for unemployment. Never expected this to happen to me. I am in shock. I don't know what I'm going to do. Thanks for the well wishes. He goes into his edit. I live in New Jersey and I already filed last night. Everyone else in my shoes read these comments. On top of being really sick, it was the kick to the stomach. It was a kick to the stomach, but we'll get through it. Xbox is fucking playing every other day. They've had some sort of issue. I'm getting a tweet saying Xbox is trying to get its party and live chat fucking functionality working. Get your shit together. As if it wasn't made to be played. What normies out here playing fucking Xbox instead of PS4? And what normies out here are playing Xbox or PS4 when Animal Crossing just dropped? What y'all playing it like normal? Putting in a couple of wood and apples a day? Please. Probably don't even have apples. The master fruit of the freaking Animal Crossing world. Watch y'all spawn into some kind of peach island. Exactly. Number 6, I got a call congratulating me on getting a job 2 days before a hiring freeze went into place at the university I applied to. I was never able to see my contract, nor do I have a job. Nice. Whoa. I'm not sure what's worse. I mean, if you already didn't have a job, then I guess it's not as bad as losing a job. But it sucks to know that you may have been hired, and now this happens. Seems like I'm getting through this list fast tonight, isn't it, boys? It's because there's something on the back burner, which is a figurative way of saying that I have something to do. I have something to do. Nothing wrong with Peach, you know, guys. It's just bullshitting. I'd like a Peach Island. I'd like a Pear Island. I don't really care. Doesn't really matter. I hope you guys feel as peaceful as Animal Crossing may inspire in nerds like me. Number 5, they wanted a coworker and I to reduce our hours to half each. They couldn't afford both of us. Oh, they could only afford one of us and didn't want to just fire one of us. In the end, I allowed myself to be fired. I'm 21. I live at home, meals provided. My coworker is a 30-year-old homeowner with bills and an unemployed girlfriend. Him loosing, niggas learn. Lose with one O is like me when I lose my patience. Imagine me with one patience left. 1 O, I'm losing my patience. Loose is what you don't want your noose, which has 2 O's in it, to be. Jesus. Loose sounds the way that it sounds. It's spelled loose. More than 1 O. Lose. I guess lose sounds like it has 2 O's. Y'all niggas never, man. Joe 21-year-old ass over there. You know, I had to correct him talking about redundancies because that's how they speak over there. They call being fired a redundancy or being made redundant. We don't say that shit over here. So I tried to autocorrect as I was reading this shit, and now he out here spelling, ain't nothing wrong with that. I guess at the end of the day, live your life. Maybe that's how they do over there. Maybe they don't know how to spell that over there. Maybe every other word has extra letters because that's how they do things over there. I'm losing my patience. Stupid. Number 4, I was laid off from a 5-year graphic design job working for a screen printing and promotional products company. About half of our business includes schools, sports events. Obviously, none of that is happening this year, so our business has stagnated. They are going to try and operate with a skeleton crew for the next couple of months. The hope is to bring everyone back eventually, but I'm not optimistic. Hey, if you're some kind of like big money making mogul and you're just watching this video because like it's amusing to you, the idea that people are losing their jobs, have a heart. Donate 100 to this channel using the link that I'm providing right now, and you can wash your hands of just the terrible feeling of not, it's kind of like charity, I guess. Not for me, but like these dudes are all like, well, I'm getting money. And that's the sad truth. I bet you somebody is watching this just like, I would like to see how the commoners are dealing. And then in fact, it's just a bunch of people calling suicide hotlines and, oh, they got kids, but they don't know what they're going to do. Oh boy. You want to say you don't feel that bad for this kid who's like 21 years old and he lives at home with his parents because he has meals provided or whatever, but what are the parents going through? And then living in a house with other people that are coming and going, man, that feels like a death sentence, doesn't it? When people outside are certainly contaminated. And if you have delivery drivers coming to your house, man, we can only run, everything under the wash so many times. What if they're bringing that contamination to us? What if Corona's in the air everywhere you look around at Amazon? And those boxes are coming just coated with the flim-floms. Scary to think about. Nice.
Cleanse my sins.
Silver Fox, you are the one cleansing all of us. And I do hope that you just, you know what? I got something for you right now. I was enjoying the hell out of this earlier. I'll just throw it on. Why not? Yeah. Yeah, give us some of that Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean. I'm sorry. I really do love this guy's channel. If you guys want to know, his name is Ethereal Snake or Ethereal. I mean, I know. I like ethereal. Ethereal sounds cooler. You know, that sounds like it sounds like a band you want to be in. We are Ethereal Snake. We're here to cleanse your mind and blacken the pit that is your soul. Our first song is called Why'd We Have to Survive? Number 4, Jesus. I think I read it. Number 3, I'm sitting in a meeting right now waiting to get fired. The vice president is running late, so that's cool. He edited it to say that he got laid off. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. Like, this sucks. Somebody says they can't fire you if you fire them first and take their job. Ha ha ha, Reddit. Oh my god. Number 2, I am a server. I haven't worked since the 14th of this month, but was basically laid off on the 18th. Where I am, temporary layoffs is only 60 days. If we are not back by then, we lose our jobs permanently. It couldn't have come at a worse time since we have new management and there's been some murmurs about getting new stuff. Son of a bitch, dude. Son of a bitch. I was about to lose my apartment, but my landlord phoned me up to let me know that he is no longer making me leave and not to worry about April's rent. He also gave me $150 to buy groceries. My God, what a heroic person. You know? What a heroic person. Most people just gonna call you up to let your ass know that you owe them this and you need to fucking pay it by when. I'm trying to get through to EI, which is all online right now, but the site keeps crashing, so I'm unable to make a claim now. Oh my god. I'm getting chills. It's a good thing this list is ending right now. Yeah, number 1, I just got hired last week, but I think my first work day isn't gonna happen. Yo. Now, I normally probably wouldn't have done this list. Just because of it being such a feel bad list in this situation. And it's certainly going to be whitelisted by YouTube because anytime you type in coronavirus, it's going to literally bring up like 50,000 different fucking things and then not show anybody. It's really funny. I could type in Kyle coronavirus right now and like that's my name first. Here we are, coronavirus. And because of the way YouTube is really going hardcore on everything, there's a video of Trump. Here's a video made by Wall Street Journal, Los Angeles Times. There's a Vox video, you know, weird. I thought I put my name in there. Ain't that shit a bitch? Ain't that shit a bitch? Here's some fucking shill bitch boy YouTuber. Yep. You know, only what we say about coronavirus is real. And then a video game video. What the fuck? Hey, that's life. That's okay. Here's what we need you to see about the coronavirus. Anything anybody else says is not real. I'm Philip DeFranco, and here's the real story on coronavirus. Don't be scared. Don't go out there. Oh, masks won't work. Remember that one guy? What was his name? Never remember. And I guess he doesn't need to be remembered. The world is burning. Let's meme-masturbate. Gundam's talking about Gal Gadot and her barf-worthy song with a bunch of stupid-ass celebrities. They don't have personalities. What are we going to do? Keep getting mad at them? They're assholes who, you know, got apart once, got lucky. People like their face enough for them to get work more and again. So we don't have to assume that they're interesting people. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if one day I just get a shitload of fucking subs, followers, attention, real life fucking attention or money from somebody, and I just assumed that I'm really amusing and just like you guys need to huff my farts to the point where I just can't even deal. I almost ripped a fucking headset off my head. I'm not gonna subject you guys to this. It's time for me to eat so that I can dive back into Minecraft. Is that what I'm going to play, Kyle? It's Animal Crossing. You guys know what time it is. If you would like to come to my island and toil away and do some work, man, just, you know, chopping down some trees. You want to pick some apples. You want to pick the flowers. You want to shake the rocks. You want to do some fishing. Come to my island and do some fishing so that we can make the money so that we can invest together. Come to my island in Animal Crossing. Come to my island. I'm actually going to open up my phone just for you in case you want that friend code. I want to thank you all for being here. You guys are perfect. Silver Fox, you're an angel. You know? Did you know that when it snows, my eyes become light and the light that you shine can be saved? Friend code. Well, I compare you to a kiss from a rose under gray. Stripe says you trust too much. I would know who to trust. I don't trust you, Stripes. I've asked you, and you know, when I ask a person probably 2 times to do something, 3 times, the assumption is maybe that they've forgotten. And, you know, they just need to be reminded to do something. But when you're asking a person 5 and 10 times to do something, you're begging them, Stripes. Like I've begged you to give my shit to your sister. So, you know, I'm just meant to assume that it's not going to happen. And the worst part is, just like in this list, some people would rather be told, hey, you're fired, as opposed to just going, we'll call you if we need you, or here's the reduction of your hours. You know, just tell me you're not going to do it. Don't, you know, give me a song and dance, sugarcoat it, make me believe maybe, when in reality it's no. You backboneless, spineless, you vertebrae. Or invertebrate, whichever one. Banal says, guess I'll come in at the end of the stream. My dog ate drugs? What? What kind of drugs you got that the dog can eat? Was it shrooms? Or gummies like edibles? Wait a minute. Where are my edibles you out here giving the dog drugs? What the fuck? You know, guys, lock your shit up. Put it somewhere the animals can't reach. What world are you living in? You know, you should have containers that like a kid couldn't open. Get a container that it would take you a couple of tries to open, and you'll be good. Simple. Containers you can't even open if you're high. Funny. Someone dumped a bag in my yard? Someone? Huh? You know, you're telling a story that gets getting pretty interesting and you're omitting some important details. Someone. How did they get access to your bag? You know? Who is the someone? Is this a family member? Is this a partner that you were with? Why dump it in the yard? You know? They angry at you? You know, this sounds like, you know, a breakup and somebody just throws their clothes out on the yard. What's really hood, my dude? Can you please tell us? Tell us because we want to know, please. True Silver Wolf says, at least your dog is not eating a bunch of cactus. How many silver motherfuckers are in the chat that are animals now? Okay? Am I gonna be silver, give me an animal. Lion? Yeah. How original is that, guys? You know? You ask a man what his furry character is gonna be. What would your spirit animal be? A lion. You know what I mean? Lion's more Jamaican to me than just like typical though. So, you know, I win. Oksana says I got a tooth removed and I'm having Tylenol party. Every day is like a Tums festival. Banal's not gonna give us the juice. I guess I'll just have to go cry off stream. Listen again, if you're a rich guy coming here to laugh at the people who are going through struggles, you better hit that donation. The link's in the description. Later, rich people, and later, everybody that I love in the stream. You know that I'm waiting for you to come to my Animal Crossing island, but if you don't want to come, you can just watch in the stream that follows this one soon. Special thanks to the patrons. You guys are insane. Special thanks to the sponsors, and I hope that you guys are all super safe. And if you can avoid it, then do. Don't be the guy that's going to some dumb party. I'm seeing some real stupid shit in the Discord, man. Man, I had to cancel my meetup with some guy. What the fuck's wrong with you? What do you mean? You just thought, oh, well, I can just, it's not, it's like, I feel like I'm turning into one of those old school PSAs that are trying to scare you off drugs or something. It's not just who you meet, it's everyone they've met. You're having sex with every person they've had sex with. Ridiculous. Oksana says, I'm glad you're healthy, Kyle. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're healthy. But remember when you say that you're glad I'm healthy, I remind you, for now. For now. Here's hoping it stays this way forever. I don't know if Delilah's watching, but maybe if she watches off stream, she can leave a comment so I can know. But I got your Capri Sun today, and I appreciate you and love you for it. Thank you. Capri Sun from Delilah. Ooh. And I have to wonder if anything on the wish list still is available. Can we take a quick trip? Did I have to think of Little Einstein just because I said the word trip? That shit sucks. In my damn head forever. Rippling through the sky, boy. Little Einstein. Rippling across my ass. Let's see. I guess the chips are still available somehow. Didn't I have food on here? Is it all gone? Well, this is all gone. Okay, yeah, it should go. Damn, the drinks are all gone. The Gatorade should go. This shit says it'll be in stock at the end of the month? Oh my gosh. That was it for food. Wait, the cranberry? $24! It's usually like 14! Yo, how dare you? For a pack of 24? You want people to pay $1 each for these little tiny things? Damn. Bro, this has created... I was just watching this a hoarding episode of The Simpsons. I wonder what episode it was. Let me see if I can scroll back. Is this the episode? No, this is when Homer and Chief Wiggum are friends.
And now we're gonna do something.
Go deep.
No, go back. This is like a little... Jesus, stop with all these weird-ass shorts.
It's gone. Let's all go
in prepared.
Boom, boom.
Oh, yeah, this is the Hoarder episode. It's called Homer Goes to Prep School, Season 24, Episode 9. I am not a guy who likes to watch episodes of The Simpsons past, like, Season 12, but I just bought a bunch of The Simpsons. And I have been, the new seasons that are so good and were so worth the money that was genuinely spent. So, again, I love you all. I wish you the best. And I'll catch you in a little bit in the Animal Crossing stream. Veronica says, "Oh, I missed the list. It's okay." Wait, you didn't hear that, did you? Oh my god, I'm just gonna end the list. I'll see you guys later. Wait, whoa. Landscapers next door? Probably threw it over the fence. As if this doesn't create more questions, Banal. What are you doing, Numars? Man. Alright, well, love you all. Talk to you soon. Stay safe. Bye. BMO. Shrink. Excellent, BMO.